fine. She was actually doing 2 to their 1 once she got past the post. Sets up okay for her, but yeah, like I said, Treasure of the Moment's going to be really hard to beat, but yeah, I'm with number 2 moving out.
I'm going with the form 1, 2, 5, 6 and the timing third up off a win. Double figures bar 1 tells you everything here. Whether she's a bet at the $1.40, I don't know, but she's a class filly. She can continue that winning streak here with the style that she's got, unless something untoward happens. She relaxes, she goes forward. You can make a couple of runs on her, and she's so adaptable. Moving out, probably the opposite. She's still a little work in progress as far as trying to get her to settle. Hopefully, riding a quiet helps her for this. 2,000 metres off one soft run. Her stablemates probably sets up better, Declichy Boulevard, especially because she goes forward in this race now. And I'll throw in Benagil, who just probably finds the favourites back here. Well, I think might find the favourites back on the rail, which could be a nice little advantage for her. 1, 2, 5 and 6, Tim.
Yeah, so we're back to $1.40 about the favourite. Did touch $1.35, but just now back to $1.40. That's in from $1.60 this morning. The big firm came after Kale Wolf won in the Neville Selwood, the other odds-on chance of the day. Lots of multis into Treasure of the Moment. She's not a bad way in the straight-out book. Once you throw in all those multis where she's the last leg on, she's a very, very bad way. So $1.40, I don't think you'll see much better than that. She's around about 80% of the total hold on the race with tab.com.au, and we're struggling to figure out what should be second pick here. We've got 3 at $11, all equal second pick. Moving out is the biggest drifter of the 3 today, $6.50 all the way out to $11. She is hard to lay. Declichy Boulevard, also hard to lay, $8.50 out to $11, although I was buoyed by the fact of the change of tactics. She might go forward today. I think she could run a good race if she does go forward. Benagil was 11 out to as much as 14, back into 11. She's just now gone back to 12, but she there has been a little bit of money for her at stages today. Verona Rose is very popular, albeit a very big drifter, 11 out to 19. She's short the totes. Real Class just out a bit today, 18 out to 21. 26 Powers of Opal, $41 about Canny Queen. And the rank outside of the field, Ella Hazel's seen a little bit of specky, 101 into 71. But it's all about the favourite, and we'll be looking to duck a very large multi-roll here with the favourite Treasure Moment. $1.40, a terrible result. And they've taken $2.30 in the Oaks. She's now an even money chance. A big bet at that $2.30 around about 10 minutes or so ago.
OK, Chantel, who's the favourite, got around there. She'll be there any tick of the clock.
I've kept an eye on her. She's just arriving now. I noticed that Damien gave her a really nice warm-up, and he kept her down out of the way, away from all the other horses there for some time. So she's just arriving at the gates, and so far so good. Nothing wrong with her at all. She seems quite a sensible type of filly. Nothing seems to phase her. I saw her down the tie-ups, and she was nice and sensible, and even out in the yard, and watching her do a prelim. She's the ultimate professional. I can see why she's built this nice little record that she has thus far. Moving out, she's a bit quirky, so she cantered around to the gates, she trotted around to the gates, and then Zach gave her a little warm-up and she propped, and so I think she sees a few things there, so she has a few little quirks about her, but she looks great and I really can't fault her at all. Benagil, she trotted around with the pony. She's in really nice order up here from Melbourne. And Ella Hazel, if there's a horse that you're looking for at Massive Odds, she does not present like a $71 chance. I think she looks fantastic. She's about to be loaded into the gates with the barrier blanket on. Verona Rose, she's handled conditions beautifully. They tell me that at Kembla it was quite hot and muggy, and she got a little bit above herself and really felt the conditions down there, but she's been really switched off and laid back. Powers of Opal with the blinkers on, she looks nice and sharp coming into this. And Declichy Boulevard, one of the last to move in, she's fantastic as well. So all of these ladies looking spot on.
Great race, exciting to see her here in Sydney. We've watched her from afar, and she's just taken all before her. This 3-year-old filly, the Oaks winner from Victoria, trying to win a Vinery at Group 1 level. Here's Darren.
Gates are back now and they're off and racing. There's a great line out overall. The favourite Treasure of the Moment was one of the first out. Real Class there with Canny Queen on the fence. Now Whiteout Powers of Opal being sent forward. And Declichy Boulevard as well is firing up in the early part. Nash is trying to get her to drop ahead and get some cover. Further back to moving out from Benagil, who's taken a spot down on the rails. And the last two, Ella Hazel and Verona Roses. Powers of Opal goes forward on the outside, and Powers of Opal will take the lead, and the favourite Treasure of the Moment now rolls into second position. So the early rolls of the race are reversed from Victoria, and Powers of Opal a bit keen in the lead from Treasure of the Moment. Real Class is right there together with Canny Queen, who's plonked down on the rails, and Declichy Boulevard got really fired up in the early part, and now she's pulled away into third. Canny Queen fourth and Real Class. A length further back to moving out in the black cap on the outside of Benagil. 2 lengths to Ella Hazel and a length off to Verona Rose, and she's about 9 off the lead. Inside the 1,000, Powers of Opal seems to be racing a bit freer in the lead now from Declichy Boulevard, and Treasure of the Moment is in third position, the $1.40 favourite. 2 after Canny Queen, Real Class in the running line. Then Benagil moving out now third last from Verona Rose, creeping a bit closer on the inside of Ella Hazel. So Powers of Opal goes further in front. Tom Marquand is making it a staying test here in the Group 1 Vinery Stakes. Powers of Opal 4 in front. 2 Declichy Boulevard. Treasure of the Moment. Then Real Class further back to Canny Queen, and moving out, getting to the outside. Powers of Opal's coming back to them pretty quickly. The tactics are backfired, and quickly Treasure of the Moment given the cue by Lane, and races to the lead from Declichy Boulevard, who's fighting on gamely, and Benagil's doing best of the rest and running a big race on the outside. Treasure of the Moment, 200 to go, a length in front. Benagil goes to second, well clear from the rest. Treasure of the Moment, here's 7 in a row, her second Group 1. Treasure of the Moment a class above, beating Benagil. A photo for third. Declichy Boulevard's been so brave trying to cling on. Verona Rose dived on the outside. Then Canny Queen, Real Class, further back Ella Hazel. Powers of Opal drop right out, and moving out never improved her position.
She is very good, and she was much too good for her opposition today. They were walking early, Ronnie, but she took control when they turned for home, and she raced away from Benagil and Declichy Boulevard.
She's just so sensible. She's got a lovely attitude about her as far as the racing style is concerned. She relaxes, she quickens, she comes back underneath a jockey, and she's got stamina. She's got real stamina. So, yeah, lovely Oaks trial. Second filly was great. Declichy Boulevard, as she held on for third, yes, she has, I think, because she was brave after overdoing it, but probably outstayed. And I think Gary Portelli will go into the Oaks still quietly confident his filly will run well, but he's got a good one to beat in Treasure of the Moment.
Yeah, she does look really, really special, Ronnie. It's good to see her obviously getting up here onto a Sydney leg. He had to settle. I thought he was in a tricky bit of a position there going down to the first turn. He had to sort of work and get outside lead, and then he come back and settled box seat behind the leaders. So really nice horse. She's going places.
All right, when we come back, we'll hear from Matt Laurie and Damien Lane. We'll get an updated Oaks market from Tim Ryan, and we'll be here when the runners are in the yard for the Star Kingdom.